I hear you released Bernie Kosar as a team ambassador, and you remove him from the Browns pregame radio show because he placed a bet on the Browns to win. How old is Bernie Kosar at this point? Is he 106? What exactly is the conflict of interest here? How is he going to make the team win? Why? When Bernie retired, Tom Brady was only 40 years old. It's been a minute. This is the kind of team ambassador I want. A guy who's willing to bet $19,000 on his team to beat the Steelers. This man believes in the Browns. And it's for charity. What do you want from the man? What? By the way, gambling for charity is, to be fair, a bit questionable. Like, I think the charity would just rather have the 19 grand, but now Susie can't get a pair of shoes because the Browns suck on defense. It's maybe not the best. You can't do radio because of a bet? Seriously? Who is sponsoring the radio program? By any chance, was it Caesars? Sportsbook? PointsBet and DraftKings and FanDuel and Bet on Everything in the fucking world.com by any chance? You hypocritical pricks. You can't fire Mean Joe Green for drinking Coca-Cola. You can't fire John Madden because he occasionally has a Miller Lite, you know? We have a couple of gambling sponsors here, the Underdog Fantasy and the Monkey Knife Fight. Use the promo code AllProLines. You get an extra when you sign up, a little bonus. It's not, but we don't, you know what we don't do? We don't gamble and take the money on gambling and then tell you not to gamble because we're not hypocritical pricks. By the way, you can't be kicking heroes to the curb when you have a very short list. I pull up a list of heroes. Cleveland Brown best players. It's not very rich. It's Otto Graham. Anytime you hear a name and you think of a black and white photo with a silly pose, that's not good. It's been too long. What? Myles Garrett? Well, okay, you don't want to aggravate him. You take his helmet off and do some damage on your noggin. Brian Sipe? It's getting thin in a hurry. What? You know, when the Steelers honored Franco, every player wore his jersey on the way to the game. It gave me chills inside of my bones. What is your plan to honor Jim Brad? Will you have your quarterback touch 32 people against their will? And you guys say your hands are tied because it is a violation of NFL policy. And to be fair, this is something the NFL has to straighten. It's crazy what they do. The NFL is glistening in the G's from the gambling industry, and they rub it into their nipples, and they look up with their sappy, lovey eyes at the gambling industry, and they say, "Give me more gamble jizz. Jizz it over. You missed a spot. This spot is free of jizz. Jizz it over here." And then at the same time you go, "You can't have sex. It's only for me." All right, I may have gotten a little bit off topic. My point is you can't fire Bernie Kosar, you hypocritical pricks.